Fancy. My name is Michelle Sound. I am a visual artist. I was born and raised on the unceded ancestral territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I am a member of the Wapsewsipi Swan River First Nation in Northern Alberta. I'm Cree on my mom's side and Métis on my father's. And I'm a mom raising my son here, and I'm just really excited to be one of the explorASIAN visual artists. I would say I was always an artist ever since I was a little kid. You know, I loved drawing, I loved painting, I loved making. When I was finished high school, I didn't really see art as being anything as like a job or anything that I would do in post-secondary. I didn't know any artists, it just didn't seem like that was a choice. And I went into art history instead, and was taking some art classes as continuing studies courses, and just realized that that was what I really wanted to focus on, that was what I was passionate about. So I transferred into visual arts. Was in school for a very long time because of it, but yeah, it was what I really wanted to do. So I've been making art since then, completed my master's degree a few years later, and just have been trying to be a working artist since then, while being a mom who also works full-time. So it's been very busy, but this is what I want to be doing. I'm an interdisciplinary artist, so I make a lot of kind of different things. I make drums a lot of the time, elk hide drums. I'm currently making some that are cyano-type drums that are printed on elk hide, and making drums out of textiles, rabbit fur and jean jackets and leather jackets. And I do paintings as well. I do star blanket galaxy paintings. And I'm also working on a series that are works on paper that are ripped and then mended together with embroidery thread and beadwork and caribou tufting. So those are the projects that I've been working on for about the past couple years. I feel my culture influences my art and everything that I do, especially my family. Like, I'm really interested in my family's history and stories, and like the larger connection to Canadian art history, or Canadian history, like residential schools and how that impacted us. I didn't grow up with knowing anything about beadwork or tufting or anything. It was something I learned later, but it was something I grew up, it was in our house and I admired it, but it wasn't something that we did in our house. So it was something I learned later and was really excited to learn about, having that opportunity to learn it. Because I didn't have access to those materials or those teachings. And so for me, it's been really great to learn that, and also do workshops where I teach other people how to do tufting or beadwork or drum making. And has just really influenced my practice. I've learned beadwork and caribou tufting, but not in a way that's like jewelry or a traditional art. I had to find a way to make it so it was a part of my practice, so it's works on paper for me. My family, I found out some things later. Like, I found out my mom, she passed away when I was 10, that she, liked to draw and doodle a lot kind of thing, and that my Musqueam, my grandfather, liked to work with woodwork. He liked to do that, and my kukum made moccasins, and those were things I heard about later. I never saw them doing any of these type of crafts or any type of art. So it was really great to hear these stories later when I was making art about them, and to have my mom, who raised me, tell me these stories. My work at Douglas is I actually work with the Indigenous Pathway program. So I work as student support for Indigenous and non-Indigenous students who are just going into post-secondary and thinking about what they want to do in the future, which is really great. It's not art related, which is good for me, because then when I am working on my art, it's like I'm very focused on it, instead of having like a job where I feel like I spend a lot of time making art, but it's not my own. So it's been really great for me here at Douglas, and I normally do workshops through galleries, or I've done some at the Burnaby Village Museum, teaching drum designs or how to make drums. I've got some upcoming ones that are yarn pom-poms, and so those are really great to like just connect with people and teaching people art, and a lot of them will share stories with me about things they've made or their families, and I really love that part of the workshops. I think everyone should have a creative outlet. I think it's so great. You can really see in the workshops, and they really vary by age. Like sometimes teenagers are in them, or older people, 70s, 80s years old, and you just see them really find so much joy in it. And I find it's something people don't spend a lot of time doing, or they feel, they don't have the skills, but even just popping in for a couple hours and doing a workshop and learning the skill is so great. And I really hope people do continue it, because it's just a way to connect with yourself in a way, and just do something that you really enjoy that's just for yourself and isn't about necessarily your job or something that's for other people. And so I think it's really important, and for me it's been really important, obviously, to carve out that time for myself to be able to dedicate time to my practice, because like I said, I work full-time and I'm a single mother, and so it's really, really crucial for me to carve out those hours in a week to paint or work on some of my other projects. And just, I think too, for my son to see that has been really important, because just sees if you're really passionate about something, that it's really important for you, and it's good for your mental health, and makes you I think a better parent, a better, kind of role model to him, to think about, what do I want to do that gives me joy and isn't just about work, that isn't about your 9-to-5 job all the time.